Whoa, 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 guys. Is this the bottom? I don't know, but we'll talk about it right here on At the Close. Hit the like button. Let's get it started.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
What's going on out there? Let's go ahead. Let's bring in my man, Joe Elconin. What's going on?
Well, I'm not going on this Tinder adult dating site here.
At least I'm not. Happy. Please make us happy and take care of that.
Oh boy, yeah, they find us all.
They have good timing.
Anyways, oh man, is this the bottom? I don't know.
I don't know. Share your charts. What do we see here?
You know what? You know why this very well could be a major bottom here?
Why do you think that, Joel?
Because I tried to pick a bottom going into the last hour, and I caught it pretty good. And I'm like, I'm gonna hold this till the cows come home, right? Wait, let me share my charts. And the old sell half the position. No, you sold your whole position. Now that whole position's gone. Where's the slack here? I got too many windows open. So
too many windows.
Too many windows. So the fact that I bought one cheap and wanted to hold on to it for a while may mean I'll never get that price again. But you know what? And this opportunity as we've said, there's always a second chance, man. There's second chance in every bracket, in every hour, in every half hour. But here's the bottom line: is we made a new low for the move, which is not good. But we're 40 handles off that, right? And going into Friday 13th tomorrow. Maybe, all right, let's just go over. So we're way off the high. We're 40 handles off the low. We're down 32.75 at 38.97. Crude's having a good day all over the map, but up 99 cents at 106.70. Risk off in the gold market here, down 31 at 1822.80. Silver back under 21, down 87 cents. Can't do that too many days before it goes to zero at 2071. Bitcoin, another close under 30K, down 650, 28,545. Ethereum getting whacked too. That's down $163.50 at 1941.50.
What a day. What a day. I mean, the swings were rapid early in the market. We got it looked like short squeeze central at the beginning of the market. I mean, I was watching some short squeezes all around. I mean, we could go into certain stocks here. I even played one of them, but well, let's talk about Lucid here. Lucid was the first one I started seeing ripping on up a little bit there. Full disclosure, still got short on Lucid. We'll see what happens if this kind of comes on back. I'm still feeling confident about where I'm at, but yeah, definitely a little bit of a bounce there and closing near the top of the range. So not too bad there in Lucid, a little bounce back.
Yeah, the only thing you could have been looking at, and this is after the fact, Jack, is the old undercut of the low of the previous day's low, and then once you got above that, people, yesterday's low 1367, you open below that, you make a low at 13 in the queue. And then you come back above that. Theoretically, when you come back up through that 1367, you can lean under 13 and a quarter low. There's probably more times than not that hasn't worked. Yeah, so I don't know. Closing strong. I know you got a nice lead on it. We'll see. I think staying under 16 is what you want, at least on a closing basis.
We'll see what happens on that one. There was a couple others that had short squeeze. Of course, the apes came rolling around.
The apes, yeah.
GME.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at GME and AMC. I actually played AMC today for that scalp. I actually got in pretty good. I got in there at 11 and took it up there into the 12s and 13 handle. So that was a little brave on me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was going off of that candle, the 1077. So at least I had the out. I just said, you know what? Let's give it a little bit of window here. Let's see what happens. But GME was the interesting one. Look at how this one was halting. It actually halted 3 times, I believe, there.
Yeah.
So,
oh boy. That you can't keep the apes in the cage for too long without giving them some bananas, right?
hey,
And
they come running for them. I mean, if you give them bananas, man, it's like I played Donkey Kong when I was little, and I still play that. I love that game. But they have like one bananas, and it leads to the bundle of bananas. This was the bundle of bananas right here, and you could see they went running to the bananas. And the problem here though is there's some structuring that is going on with GME because these 5% halts up were so quick, Joe. I don't know if you saw the price action. They were like, it was like it didn't take a full minute on the candle. Like I know it looks like a full minute on the candle. It was not a full minute on the candle. It was like 20, 30 seconds. Halt.
Let's go. I mean, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, I don't like to really talk about these stocks.
No,
but,
it's just kind of one of those things. I mean,
well, they know. I mean, yeah, market structure. I mean, it's just, for me, it's just like I'm just, I've never been good at figuring out someone else's game. I'm
that's
pretty good losing at my own game, and things like that. But like figuring out what these cats are doing and the halts and stuff. I mean, it's I don't need the aggravation, but it's backed off the high, failed just at 110. Now you got a new set of bag holders here. AMC, I mean, if you were focusing on the that $10, the apes got together and said, hey, let's get long at 10 and then jam it. And 992 the low yesterday, 970 today. Maybe the apes are looking at the undercut and rally kind of trick there. 14 stops it dead in its tracks. 1371 the high for today. 1401 is your 3-day high. Your 4-day high is 1363. So there you go. 14 is big. Battle at 3,900. I mean, there is I see 5-point whooshes, like either way, whoosh down, whoosh up. So there's your battleground, folks. 3,900. Hold that, catch a bounce. Let's see, mid-range end of session. That's probably right around here. But the battle for 3,900 rages on.
Did you see the bounce in Beyond Meat?
No, but that
wow.
that chart.
That's a confusing one right
there. It filled the gap. Did it fill the gap? It filled the gap and then some. It got almost to yesterday's high. Holy Toledo. Wow. They caught it, I mean, what if you're short like 2 million shares and you get an opening like that? Aren't you just going to be like lifting offers everything in sight, right?
Yeah, so I talked about those. When you get those you're like short squeeze that just rip your face. It's hard to get out. It's hard, man. You're just seeing the offers, pop, pop, bam, bam, bam. Yeah. You're like, dude, can you just take some money, please? I need to get out of here.
What about the Rivian? Oof. What did that do?
We got bounces all around, man. There was bounces all around.
I'm curious because I made a direct call on this yesterday. Come on, Rivian, what's going on, man? My computer is these quotes. Yeah, I said someone asked me about it, the earnings call yesterday, and I said I'd rather be long at 20 than short at 20. And my reasoning was if I was long at 20, the most I could lose is $20. If I was short at 20, then I had unlimited losses. So they saw something they liked in the report. They had the higher open, didn't get to the close, and then you took off, got to 26.70. So nice day for Rivian. You never thought you'd be talking about Rivian saying, well, it's up 16%. That's $3.38. But it's hard. Tyler H. All right, we're going to answer your question. Does the average bear market last 279 days? So we really should be desperate to find the bottom of this early bear market. Tyler, how long did the bear market in February and March last? Okay. I think you can take those statistics and I think you can put them in a garbage disposal and I think you can grind it up unless you're willing to trade statistics like that every single day with hedge positions.
Yeah.
If not, was there, last bear market? Was there COVID? Was there a war? Was there China lockdowns? I mean, there's just, so many different circumstances. 279 days, you know, it's and if you ask some people that are along some of these growth stocks, it's been a hell of a lot longer than 279 days. So, open-ended question, long answer.
Yeah, I mean, even this
It's
week.
also more fun to talk about the market when it's going up. Like it's you do this show every day, and we come on with you guys. We know all you guys and girls are all buy side. We know
Well,
that.
there's also this look, right? So many people were staring at the 380, right? The 380, the 380, the 380, 380, 380. Today we go down to that 385 and we go, U-turn.
Yeah, you see, that's it, and I'm gonna have to work with you a little bit because you're good on your calls and your ideas and your projections and your market
Yeah.
calls, but you go like too far out to right field and too out far out to left field.
Yeah, no, I mean because I'm not looking for it to kind of go exactly to my number. I'm calling the next level support. That's just really what I'm calling out here. I don't see any levels on the 385 that make it turn around there technically. And so what I'm looking at more is the retracement level, the 20% from the SPY that gets it to the bear market. And the retracement level just goes around that 380. But another thing that I always focus on is that technical levels aren't exact, right? And so when so many people are looking at one level, it can easily just go slightly above that and just not even get to that point because I think that it's also the psychological factor that everybody's looking at that level. And you could see that U-turn right around that level. And who knows, maybe we battle up to 400 first before we come on back down towards 380s.
Hunter, Ellie's
I could
asking
see
me,
that
have I
happening.
been shorting the market? Yeah, I mean, in this market, you got to be long and short. You just can't get too wetted. Obviously, the short side's been more profitable, but I've been trying to pick a bottom just like everybody else, and then you get stopped out, and you reevaluate. So I think that's my biggest problem in the market is I get too one-sided.
Hmm.
So I think for the kind of intermediate day trading and stuff
Yeah.
you got to be able to, at least have some opinions. But Hunter says, Joel, think this is the bottom. Friday, the hardest to prevent algo rates. This is why I, it could be the bottom. And the reason that, we're 40 points above the low,
Hmm.
it would be nice if we would just calm down and maybe make another low in this area, by
Yeah.
10 or 20 points, and then calm down and have a couple inside days and just everything's quiet. That's when you're going to have a bottom. But yeah, right now, to me, the bottom is 38.55. And if I was, trying, a short or trying to cover a short tonight, I don't know if I'm going to be short tonight, but I mean that's a big level. Now you're almost 50 handles away from it. So I'm not more of like, yeah, this is the bottom. Like Dennis is good, like with his feel, he sees the order flow. I'm more like I take a number, that's my number, and then when that number's cracked, then I have to reevaluate my opinion. I tried to hang on to that low, this low that we had here, 4100. I tried to stay bullish above that, but the market told me when it took that out with gusto. What's actually interesting is really I thought that was going to happen last Friday, right?
Hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, man, oh, I'm gonna get the close. I'll be able to sell the close." Man, that thing opened lower on Monday, and you never sniff Friday's close. I mean,
Not
they
even
the
close.
Bears told you out. But, do we wanna rehash some stocks that we talked about this morning?
Yeah.
Do
Well,
we
I
wanna look
mean,
What else do we
let's
want to
say
do?
well, one thing I want to point to, and I want to look at the leadership. Some of the leadership is up to date. Amazon is in the green there. Apple's still not into the green yet, and I think that's
Yeah.
concerning
Oh,
too.
I know.
So
I
I'm trying to
know.
focus on the leadership too, because we want to see the leadership come back too, because we were starting to see them crack big. Apple had a big long-term trend line that it broke yesterday. So I'm keeping
Yeah.
eyes out on these big stocks. Microsoft's still down 2.97%. Microsoft also not looking strong today too. And I mean, those are two of the biggest ones, right? 2.5 trillion capitalization, 2.0 trillion on Microsoft, and Google also in the red. Amazon slightly into the green, so that's a good sign at least for Amazon.
Yeah.
But
Excellent points here. And I think that, when I was looking at the rally this morning, and we had one crazy 20-point burst up to, I don't know why we went. This was like I don't know. I got up to get a drink of water and I came back and I didn't even realize that we had like had a 20-point pop. And but when I look at my screen and I see Apple down 3.5%. I see Microsoft down 3%. I see Google down 1%. I see Tesla down 1.75%. That doesn't make me bullish, but if they could like stop going down, right? The problem with our last rally is that we had very limited leadership, right?
hmm,
We had the big caps leading us up, and they held up and then they died. Okay. So if these things could just stop going down, and I'm not necessarily have to rip, and we get some new leadership and then get a more of a broad-based rally going up, then yeah. But looking at those big cats, looking at Apple, Microsoft, and Google. Apple really is getting taken out to the woodshed here. I will say, if it may be a nibbling area for Apple here based on the monthlies. 138.27 was a monthly low. You had another monthly low at 135.76. If we go down like we got to 138.80. I missed that print. Holy mackerel. 138.27. So I'm not the only one that was looking at that 138 handle. And then also what you have to think about in a stock, uh, uh, yeah, I talked to G and J. What you have to think about in a stock like Apple, in a stock like Disney, and I did say this morning, like the world was falling in Disney today, right? And we're looking at it. Oh my gosh, it was up to 110, 112. But what you try and do is like, what if you're a big boy, and you've been stalking Disney for a while? The thing got over $200. Come on, Disney. And if you want to build a big position in Disney, or let's a couple 100,000 shares, it's going to take a while. At 100, let's say you want an average price at 100,
hmm.
and you don't want to be too early. So that was the thing, that psychological $100 level, and then that's what I'll put the 140 category in now for Apple. Yeah, you missed that, right? You missed it. Look at 39.10. We're ripping. We are ripping. Are we going to go green on the session, Mitch?
I would say yes. I'm a betting man sometimes, and I would say yes. What can I
All
say?
right. Well, you're only 15 handles away. It's 10 minutes into the close. Buyers are perking their head up, making Triple D happy
Yeah,
because he went
man.
out on a limb. He went out. Should we talk growth? What's growth doing?
Let's do just the ARKK indicator, right?
Yeah, let's see how it is ARKK.
Hey, it's up. It's up, man. It's
It's
up.
up, baby, up 173.
I I
The old. Ooh,
I
go
like
ahead.
looking at this right quick. Just I'll show you guys here. So I always look at to see right here, Kathy's how many of her stocks are up, how many are down. Only 3 of them are down today. The rest of them are up. So that just shows you right
Mhm.
there. Growth doing not too bad, not too shabby. Names like
Um,
Roadblocks up 18%, Unity 15, Roku up 10%, Shopify up 10%. Even Coinbase is up today, Joel. That's what concerned me. Seeing names like that, it had such a negative catalyst to see it up like that. I mean, it's just like I can't do it. I can't go along it. But
What? All right, tell me. All right, Mitch. Within 5 seconds, what am I looking at in ARC? What would be? What am I looking at? What would make me bullish? You know. What am I
uh,
looking at? Real quick. Come on.
I
Come
mean,
on, Mitch. You've been working with me for 2 years now. Come on. Very simple. What's the first thing that jumps out to you in ARC?
well, I mean the if we can get through that daily high there,
Yeah.
that's the first
Yeah.
thing I would be looking because then you get the bullish engulfing look.
Right here.
But
Yep.
yeah, that first high right there, and it just if as long as we can start holding up about that. I mean, at some point, you got to start looking at the market like it's discounts, right? I had someone tell me this week. It was Mark Yusko. He told me, Joel, you know what he told me? He said, the market's the only place that when you see discounts, people go running away from it versus running to the discounts.
When did you talk to him? Did you interview him?
Yeah, Joe, I've been working it, man. Hey.
Jay, I hope Jay Rice caught that because he loves Mark Yusko. Did you
Oh, he
ask him
was there.
about?
He was there. You know he was there.
Did you
You
ask
know
him about
Jay was there.
Bitcoin and
Yeah, and guess what he said? Before
buy?
this happened, he said it was a winter. It was going into winter. He
That
said we're already
winter?
there. That's what they
Oh,
call it, the crypto winter,
oh,
man.
crypto winter
Crypto winter,
during the
man.
summer?
Yep, that's what happens.
Really?
That's what happens, man.
This has happened every year with
Well,
crypto.
well, not every year, but it seems like Bitcoin has a 4-year like cycle. And you can take a look at it. That's why I was taking a look at it. I mean, just look back at the historical times. Like, of course you can't look at it like we were talking this morning. You can't look at it fundamentally. I mean, that's just not going to be the way to look at it. But if we just look at historical, that's what's happened. It's around every 4 years you're getting another wave. And so I think he's seeing that too, kind of. But we'll see
So
what happens.
I mean, I guess I'm just not in the Bitcoin newsletter because I did crypto winter. So it's not a new thing. It's something
It's not a new thing. It happened before, right? When the crypto went away and no one was talking about it, right? It goes
okay.
away for a while and then it can come back. It happens all the
Okay.
time.
Well, anyways, we got away from my point, but 41 is what I'm looking at. I know someone mentioned 39, but to me, yesterday's high 41. Oh, did you ask him about K-Web in China? Did you ask him about that?
Oh, I did not go into China. I didn't get
Oh,
a chance to go into China. We were talking too much
uh,
crypto. It happens.
okay, yeah, okay, okay. To me, my number's 41. Because and we've talked about this. Dennis and I have talked about it. How Kathy's, this arc, does make, some double tops, double bottoms. Uh, you know, um, so 40, 54, 41. Is it a double top? I don't know. What will happen with something like this is that the thing comes in tomorrow, opens up at like 42. And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy it on the dip at 41, and then you never get a chance. But for you ARC people, keep an eye on 41.
We'll see what happens. I mean, there's some favorites in here that are turning around. At least Square getting a little bit of a bounce, man. That was starting to look atrocious.
Let me
But
see. Let me
Square,
take a look at Square.
yeah, at least I think at least even for my eyes, I'm like, okay, finally,
I don't. You know
finally.
what? I'm just an old man, and I just don't understand. I mean, there's like I know Square is built in like a ton of payment systems, right? I mean,
Hmm.
that's what. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it has the
um,
payment system. I mean, another thing that helped in the pandemic, right, is that no one wanted to deal with cash, right? So there was this whole like push towards
yeah,
only using cards for a while because of COVID. Um, but it's just kind of one of those things that it's viewed as kind of more of a platform, right? And so one of the things that I think happened here, and at the top, a lot of that was kind of crypto outlook, right? Crypto outlook started going down. Of course, Square. And PayPal, they have the Cash App and Venmo. They were doing crypto transactions, and their transactions started going down at that point. From that point, we haven't seen them catch a bounce. Let's just be honest. And I think if you're calling a bottom here, I mean you're not probably too far. I mean, how far down could it really go? Is it going to go down below, let's
I
say
don't know. I
2018?
don't know. I mean,
That's difficult.
we did talk a long time ago about 20. We did talk about 20, right?
Yeah.
When it blew through there and we like, we should buy this, and then it was like 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So
Yep.
I may, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't seriously. And I have to be. I played this once for because we did a crypto special a long time ago. I played it from 7 to 20.
Hmm.
Okay, and then I sat it out on the way down. I didn't get in, and then I said I was going to buy it when it got back over 20. I never did. And then when it was like at 55, 60, I was thinking, I'm thinking, okay, I got to start building a position, right? And I did it. I did it. I even passed it by the investment committee. And the investment
Oh,
committee,
you passed it by?
she said, I don't understand it or what it does, but if you want to start, building a position in it, it's fine. And I'm like, I'll wait. And then it is. So we'll see. I mean, it's once the catalyst take it back up. So Mitch, we're 10 handles away here from going green on the session. We
Yeah.
only got 3 minutes left. Can it tick there? Can it? Oh, this is turned out to be a good day. I'm more confident about the bottom being in now than I was, when the show started. Now we're
Okay.
70 handles off that low.
I heard
Uh,
there's a guy named Dennis Dick that didn't feel too negative about the market today either. We'll talk to him tomorrow a little bit
okay,
about
and the
this.
other thing too is I think people just might have like puked out the apple today. Like I can't take it anymore.
Exactly, right?
Sell it down to 140.
We were
Just
looking
get
for
me
that
out.
day, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And usually those
yeah.
days either are going to be really hard washouts or gap downs that you just wake up and you see your portfolio and you're like, the hell is going on today? So it
Yep.
could have been one of those mornings this morning.
All right, let's look at Penn. Let's look at Penn.
You know what? I'm
PENN.
laughing because literally on my screen right here is DraftKings because I've been trying to ask the committee if I could go and start joining this one, Joel.
Oh, jeez. Let's
I'm
see.
asking the committee, man. I'm asking the committee. Penn,
Uh,
DraftKings.
un- mm, Penn. I don't know. Oh man. I
Ugh.
know. Maybe if it makes it's closing near the low of the session. So I don't know. It has to put a couple lows in here for me to get bullish. Let me see the DraftKings. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I mean, you can lean on yesterday's low if you think it's a bottom in these things. I am disappointed. I don't know if you did see the news, but that the horse, the run won the Derby, is not running into Preakness.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Is there a
Yeah.
reason why, Joel, or you
I
think?
don't know because the horse originally was going to skip the Derby and aim for the Preakness. So I just think that for some reason, they don't think. I mean, if they had thought they had any iota of a chance to win the Preakness, they would be in there because his form is. Look at this coming up on the close. We missed the close. We're only down 350. Good day in the market. I hope people had a good day. I hope Triple D had a good day.
Yep.
Maybe we get a little pullback overnight, get it by at a little bit of a discount, and we'll see. We'll see what Friday holds for us. And Mitch, that's it, man. I'm going to sign out here. Check out the after hours. Do some levels for tomorrow, and we'll be back tomorrow morning.
We'll be back tomorrow morning with pre-market prep. Like always, guys, stay around. We got cannabis coverage coming on next. We got 10 years of the G-Pen. AFC Gamma earnings. Did they crush it? Go ahead and find out on, of course, Cannabis Insiders. And I'm not going to do Money Mitch today because, I mean, we just talked about all this. I mean, we could focus on these moves, but I think it's going to be really important to see if we can get a day 2 tomorrow. Friday the 13th tomorrow. We'll see. Is that unlucky? A lucky? We'll find out. I'll see you guys next time, guys. Hit the like. Keep it going, guys.